I've got a 2022 Toyota Tacoma. A couple of months ago, I had it in for service, regular service, oil change, tire rotation, and a lot. They cleaned the negative hole on the battery because it had the green gunky stuff. That's a technical term, I think. It's green gunky
Sounds good
stuff.
to me.
Yep.
Yeah. And after that, the rear window, there's a rear window on the back of the cab that there's a button on the dashboard where you can open and close that. That stopped working. And with the headlights, there's a setting on the headlights that it's off, on, or auto. And auto is that the lights come on automatically, as well as go bright and dim automatically, which is a feature I use quite a bit. But those two features stopped working after the battery service.
And you're not happy. And you're not happy about that, are you?
I'm not happy about that. It was. I'm particularly not happy when I called back and said, "Hey, this is what happened," and they said, "Well, there'll be 2 hours of diagnostic to figure out what's going on." I'm like, "Wait a minute." So anyway,
I would like to have them give you a better answer than that.
Mm-hmm.
The proper response.
Particularly since I bought about 12 vehicles.
Yeah.
Maybe I will go talk to the service manager, but was just wondering if there was a way to narrow down the etiology or the cause of the
Oh yeah,
the wrongdoing
there is,
or the malfunction.
but maybe they're listening, and the proper response to that is always, we'll take another look at it because we could have missed something. And then when they come in, then you have the power to say, look, it's in front of me. I have this in my hands. This is not our problem, and I can show you why and prove it very clearly. If you can't prove it very clearly, you just got to fix it. And if you're wrong, you've already said you were wrong, so the customer loves you. But in your case, they probably could have used a battery maintaining, a vehicle voltage maintaining device on the car to keep power to your vehicle while the battery was disconnected. What probably happened is when it disconnected, they cleaned it, they hooked it back up, there was a slight voltage spike, and it just got some stuff whacked out, which for you might be as simple as just disconnecting the battery for about 5-10 minutes. When you disconnect it, turn the headlights on so it'll really draw all the current out, turn them back off, and then connect that cable back up and see if everything works. My guess is it's probably going to work. I had a Cadillac in last week, just before we did the show last week. They came in, said they just had a battery put in it, and now his radio wouldn't work. The screen was just all lines. I asked one of the guys, just disconnect that battery for him, see if that takes care of it. So they did that, fixed the problem. It's as simple as that. You get a little voltage spike when you disconnect it. So they need to maintain that battery when they disconnect it to prevent those things.
Yeah. Well, I just, of course, you know what you do when you assume, but I assumed that they would do that at the shop because I didn't have to reprogram all the presets on the radio. So I knew that. And per your advice in previous shows, when I need to replace the battery, I'll do it with an AGM battery. But
good idea.
Well, that's good. So disconnect the negative.
Either one,
cable.
Negative or positive. Pull it off, and just leave it off there for 10 minutes, and then hook it back up. And it's probably going to fix this issue. But if you had to reprogram the radio presets, it was already done. And for us, I like to keep power to there because if a customer comes in with a new enough vehicle, I don't want them to have to reprogram memory seats, memory mirrors, radio presets.
There's a lot of settings in these vehicles anymore.
Air conditioning presets are all part of that memory, and that's just a pain in the butt. And if they leave, they're not going to say a word to me. They're just going to go, but they're going to be like, oh, I got to do this and I got to do that. But if they're done, they may or may not catch it. But if they do, they're going to be like, oh, wow, they put all that back in for me. That was a lot of work. Well, it wasn't a lot of work. All we did was keep power to it.
What is this still the original battery in that truck? I know you brought up about the AGM.
Yes, sir. It is.
That's why it's
I bought
green.
it in December of 21, and I've got about 33,000 miles on it.
I think if that battery, when you start getting the green gunk, there is gases releasing out of around that
It's
post.
leaking.
it's leaking, or else you wouldn't have that. And so that gases mix up with the air, and you start getting that green gunk. I would replace that battery immediately, and like you said, get a good AGM battery, because you have 22 Tacoma's got a lot of electronic systems, as you're experiencing right now.
Oh yeah, and make sure you've got it good and clean. That CRC makes some great battery terminal cleaner, and you just it's cheap, so just use the heck out of it and really clean those cable ends, because even if you put a new AGM battery in it, if there's corrosion down in that cable, it's coming the other direction.
Toothbrush.
It's like a wick, a toothbrush,
Yes.
and a dead
Chris, you
bull
want
hammer.
that job, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I would like that.
You could do it all day long up at our place.
All right, I'll do it, but
Yeah.
only when it's nice out.
And then he's got to be there all the time.
Yeah, I don't want it to be too hot or too cold. I'll come in a couple times a year.
We've got air
I'll get 'em
conditioning and heat, Chris. You're good.
I can do it inside?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
inside.
in. Kelly, thanks very much for the call. Good luck.